Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about growing and harvesting the new grape crops for Farming Simulator 22. So when you first place down your vines, they will look like this. And how you place down vines is by opening up the shop, going into the construction tab, going to production and orchards, and then you select the grapevine and you just click down and drag it along to however long you want it to be, and you can place them on a slight angle, but you can't place them on too much of an angle as the harvesters and other equipment won't be able to work along the vine. You can place them in any direction, and you can place them quite close together, but it will stop you from going too close, as you can see there. So that's as close as you can place them. If you're playing with seasons turned on, you will have to look at the crop calendar before you place down your vines, as grapes can only be planted in March, April and May. If you don't have seasons on, this won't affect you and you can place them in any month. Okay, so it'll take a few days before anything happens to the vines, so I'm going to skip ahead and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so we've skipped forward 2 days, which in seasons is 2 months, so we're now in June. And you can see that we have all this grass was grown around our vines, and we do have some leaves growing on the vines. So what we need to do with this grass is we need to mulch it. So you want to open up the shop. The easiest way to find all the grape vehicles is by going to packs and going on grapes. You can see you've got the Landini tractor, the Broad harvester, you have the pruner, and all the other things. So what we need is this mulcher here, the TMC Cancela TPN 140. So let's go and get that and I'll show you what to do with it. We need to drive alongside the vines, lower down the mulcher and turn it on, and just drive along the vines just like this. And you'll see all that grass what's around the vines is being mulched. You do have to be careful going along these vines as they do have collisions and you can crash into them, so just be careful when you're doing this. So I'll finish this off and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I've just finished mulching the grass and you can see now all that long grass around the vines has gone. So now what we need to do is we need to attach the subsoiler, and I'll just show you quickly which one it is. So if you go into the shop, into packs, along to grapes, is this one here, the Agrisim Disco Vine V. So I'll attach that now and I'll show you what you do with that. I will just mention that when you're mulching, you won't be able to get a worker to do it because they do stop. It says they're blocked, so I'm guessing they're getting blocked by the vines. As I said, they do have collisions. So what we want to do with the subsoiler is go up alongside it just like the mulcher, lower it down, and just drive alongside, and you'll see we're cultivating just alongside the vines. Okay, so I've just finished cultivating along the vines and we can see the difference here. Now there's one more step while the grapes are in this growth stage, and that's to put on the first fertilizer stage. So I'll attach the sprayer and go and do that. With this sprayer, we can drive in the middle of both vines and it will spray both sides. So I'll show you how that will work now. So we drive in between the two vines, turn on the sprayer, and you'll see here how it's spraying over both sides. So we only have to drive through the middle. So that's going to save a lot of time because we don't have to go along each vine individually. Like I say, there is 2 fertilizer states, but you can't put them on one after the other. You have to wait for another growth stage. So what I'll do is, I'll skip ahead to the next growth stage, and then I'll put the other fertilizer stage on. Okay, so I've skipped ahead another day. We're now in July, and you can see that we now have more vines growing on the vineyard, and we're around 50% fertilized. So now I'll put on the second stage of fertilizer, which should take us up to 100%. Okay, that's the second stage of fertilizer put on, so let's take a look at the percentage. And there we are, we can now see that we're on around about 90 to 100%. So that's all the steps you need to do in the growth stage to get maximum yield from the grapes when you harvest them. Now I'll skip ahead and show you how to harvest the grapes. Okay, so I've skipped forward another 2 days. We're now in September, and as you can see, the grapes are ready to harvest. We can see them there hanging off the vines. Now if you are playing with seasons on, you will want to look at the crop calendar, because grapes need to be harvested between September and October. If you don't have seasons turned on, then this won't affect you and you can harvest them whenever you'd like. So, I'll get into the harvester and I'll show you how to harvest them. This is the New Holland Broad 9070L, which is the harvester used for grapes. This harvester is similar to any other harvester where it has to unfold. So you unfold the harvester and you'll see there it raises up. And then we want to drive up to the vine, with the vine in the middle of the harvester. Turn it on, and just drive along the vines like this. There you are, you can see the grapes are coming off the vines. Now like I say, you do have to be careful going along here, as you can get stuck because there is collisions. So just try and stick in the middle of the vines. Okay, so I've just finished harvesting the grapes. So I'll turn the harvester off and I'll show you how to unload it. I'll just get into the tractor and bring the trailer over. Now this is a special trailer for grapes. You can find this in the grape category of the shop. So I'll just drive up here and I'll show you how to unload the harvester. Now this harvester unloads from the back, so you just put the trailer behind the harvester. I'll just get into the harvester and reverse up. And we get the unload option come up. And the grapes will just tip in like this. There we are. You can see the grapes going into the trailer. So when it comes to selling the grapes, you can either take them straight to a selling point and sell them that way, or you can take them to a production chain for further processing. For example, we can take them to the grape processing plant and make raisins or grape juice. Now after you've harvested your grapes, there's one more step that you need to do that will help give you maximum yield for the next year on your grape crops. Okay, so once you're done harvesting the grapes, you then want to prune them. So we need this tool here. So what this will do is this should give us a better yield for next year. So I'll drive over to the vines now and I'll show you how to use this tool. So what we want to do is unfold it, line it up with the vines, just like this, lower it down and turn it on, and then we just drive along the vines just like this, and that will prune the vines, and that should give us a better yield next year on our grape crops. Okay, so that's everything you need to know about the new grape crops. I hope this video helped you out. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like and feel free to subscribe so you never miss another video.